Hi, it's Christa with artisticvegan.com and welcome to my kitchen and another Artistic Vegan show where today we are going to be making a heavy-duty vegan chili, and this is a Southern classic. When I was growing up, my mom would constantly make chili and we'd have it on top of some cornbread. And then fast forward when I married Gerald and we went to Arkansas, we spent some time with his mom, and I remember spending time with her in the kitchen, and we both made our big batch of chili and some cornbread. And there's just something so comforting about it. It's got all the right flavors. It makes your house smell amazing. I've had really fantastic feedback on the blog with comments saying that it's the best chili they've ever had, and Gerald even indicated it was the best I've ever made. And I took that and combined it with a few tweaks to make it even better. So whether you're vegan or not, it's got so much flavor. I really think you're gonna love it. You can have it with cornbread, which I'll show you how to make, or you can have it on top of a baked potato, however you want to have it. So without further ado, let's get into how to make that vegan chili. First, you'll want to make the morning sausage crumbles that are vegan, and you'll want to take 2 cups of walnuts or pecans. Process the walnuts in a food processor or a blender until fine and crumbled. A ½ teaspoon of oregano, a ½ teaspoon of red pepper flakes, a ¼ teaspoon of cloves, salt and pepper to taste, 1½ tablespoon of your favorite sweetener, a ¼ teaspoon of liquid smoke, 2 tablespoons of tamari or soy sauce, or you could use coconut aminos for soy-free, and you can go with 1 to 2 tablespoons of coconut oil or coconut butter. Set that aside. You want to saute 1 large onion that's diced with 1 green bell pepper that's chopped until tender and fragrant. Set those aside and then brown your crumbled vegan sausage, adding the spices, and that will be 2 to 2½ tablespoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and a ¼ teaspoon of cayenne with salt and pepper to taste. Mix that all together, then add your cooked onion and bell pepper and the rest of the ingredients. So that'll be a cup of vegetable broth, 3 cups of freshly diced tomatoes, 1 can of organic tomato sauce, 2 tablespoons of organic tomato paste. You want to bring that to a boil, reduce it to a simmer, and simmer for 30 minutes to up to 1 hour covered. And while that's cooking, you can make your cornbread. You want to preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, lightly grease an 8 to 9 inch baking dish, 12 muffin tins, or you can use a smaller dish and just extend the baking time, which is what I did in this case. Mix together flax meal and water to make a vegan egg. Set that aside to congeal for 5 minutes, and then you want to mix together some apple cider vinegar with dairy-free milk. Set that aside to sour for 5 minutes, and then in a large bowl you want to mix together your cornmeal. I didn't have any, so I used corn flour, but if you do have cornmeal, that is preferred. And your favorite flour, you can use a buckwheat flour for gluten-free or wheat flour for non-gluten-free. Baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Stir in any add-ins if you want any extra corn or herbs or other flavors. In a separate bowl, you want to mix together the congealed flax mixture and then the sweetener. Pour that over the cornmeal along with the coconut butter or oil and mix that all together until there's no dry spots. Pour that into the prepared baking dish and bake until the top is golden brown, and you want to cook that for 20 to 25 minutes if you went for an 8 to 9 inch baking dish. If you went for a smaller loaf pan like I did, then you'll want to double that time, taking it 40 to 50 minutes. Remove the cornbread and let it cool for 10 minutes before serving. After your chili's been cooking and your cornbread is all done, taste it, adjust it. I did decide to add a couple cups of corn. If you want to do that, you can. If not, you can pass. And then I served it hot with some vegan sour cream, some vegan quote-unquote cheddar cheese. You could use my sharp cheddar cheese for a good recipe there, and the sour cream recipe, I'll link it below. Some green onions on top, a little bit of corn, and a lime wedge, and we served this over our cornbread, and oh my, what a delicious, hearty, comforting meal. Thank you for spending your time with me today. This has been Christa with artisticvegan.com. You can get the recipe there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment and subscribe, share with others. I hope to see you next time. If you want more, go to artisticvegan.vhx.tv for premium content. Bye!